I'm sure you guys know who Emma Gonzalez is. She is someone who was a survivor, who was a student in the school Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High in Parkland, Florida, and where the mass shooting occurred. And she has now become someone who is a very big, you could say, spokesperson for the survivors of the students, and they are, being activists, essentially demanding gun control. Now, a Maine state candidate has dropped out of the race. Now, he dropped out of the race because he called her a skinhead lesbian. So now, The Hill says a Republican running for the Maine state legislature is dropping out of the race following criticism for calling one of the survivors of last month's mass shooting at a Florida high school a quote skinhead lesbian. Leslie Gibson announced on Friday that he was ending his campaign for the Maine House of Representatives, the Portland Press Herald reported. The former candidate said that he made the decision after talking it over with friends and family, calling it, quote, the best thing for everybody. He said, I am not walking away with my head hung low. I am walking away with my head held high. So this was the comment in full that really, kind of got him in trouble. Now, he said, there's nothing about this skinhead lesbian that impresses me, and there's nothing that she has to say unless you're a frothing at the mouth moonbat. And he tweeted that in response to a story about Emma Gonzalez. Now, even if you are somebody who's a conservative, you oppose any sort of gun control whatsoever because that's what you believe in, there's no reason, number one, there's no reason to call her a skinhead lesbian. But mainly, you're just not really somebody who's a rational person or a person to be taken seriously. Because when it comes to these kind of like ad hominems, and these become really bad when you're doing it to kids, especially kids who just went through a fucking massacre in which their fellow students were shot right in front of them. And, that's a fucking traumatic experience. So, this kind of stuff is really stupid, and this kind of stuff does happen a lot where either, a lot of state legislature or local legislature, people will say a lot of really crazy, either racist, just stupid. We've even covered some of them where state senators or state representatives will just say some crazy ass shit. So this is just simply unacceptable, and I'm glad he dropped out of the race.